What's going on, fellas? Coming at you guys with yet another video topic. But before we get into the video, make sure you like, make sure you comment, and definitely subscribe. So the topic of today's video is texting while getting to know each other. And this is a super important topic. I think it's one that gets a lot of guys tripped up as far as dating. So I think it's safe to say that texting is probably one of, if not the most common form of communication nowadays. And for the purpose of this video, when I say texting, I don't just mean the text message app on your device. We're going to toss in communicating through social media. So we're going to include texting or sending text messages via Snapchat, via Facebook, Twitter, whatever the case may be. We're lumping that all together. So with the invention of texting and the direct messages and messaging each other on social media, on different apps, you can get access to someone without physically being in their presence. Now that's a good thing, but that's also a bad thing. On one hand, you can text and you can send messages while you're multitasking, while you're doing other things throughout the day, but at the same time, you can jeopardize your dating situation by making yourself too available. Now, as a guy, your time and your attention, that's your currency. If you're texting a woman nonstop throughout the day and having these extended text conversations where literally from good morning to when you go to sleep, all you're doing is texting her, you're texting too much. And you can start texting her excessively to a point where there's no curiosity on her end, there's no mystery, there's no reason for her to be curious to get to know you or to want to go out with you on a date, because she can figure out everything that she needs to know via text. Some of you guys are struggling and you're wondering, well, when I go on a date with her, what should we talk about, or what should we have a conversation about? Well, you spent all that time texting her that there's literally nothing to talk about at this point. You can think of it as just a simple supply and demand scenario, right? If you're texting too much and there's an overabundance of you texting and you reaching out and you conversing throughout the day, then there's just not going to be that much of a demand on her end for your time and for your attention and to look to get to know you. Let's talk about some ways that you can address this behavior and try to correct it on your end. So one, as always, is just focusing on yourself, right? If you're in school or you're going to classes or you're at work, you should be focusing on those things. You shouldn't be focusing on answering or responding to the next text. Same thing applies if you own your own business or if you have hobbies or events that are happening throughout your day. Focus on what's going on in your life. Don't just focus on your phone and responding to the people that are texting you throughout the day. I don't know about you guys, but I've never seen any guy pay his bills or create any income or support himself from texting on his phone. I don't know about you guys, but that's just me. I've never seen it before. So another way in which you get into some of these scenarios where you're texting constantly throughout the day and where you're going to sometimes make mistakes and text too much is where, let's say, you fall asleep or she falls asleep, and whoever falls asleep then feels like they have to respond when they wake up and kind of continue that conversation the next day. So one thing you can do is, let's say it's getting late, maybe it's 10 p.m. or 11 p.m., whatever hour where you typically fall asleep, you can shoot her a text and say, hey, I'm getting ready to go to sleep, I'll catch you later. Or hey, I'm getting ready to go to bed, I'll text you later. So in these scenarios, you have to have the discipline to say, hey, I'm at work, I'll catch you later. Or hey, I'm getting ready to go to sleep. Or hey, I'm getting ready to go to class, I'll catch you later. You have to have that discipline to just end the conversation and be willing to pick up at a later time. It doesn't even have to be later that day. Maybe you reach back out in a couple of days or next week and you guys can chat then. But understand that it's not just about texting each other that creates that attraction for each other and that creates that bond of getting to know each other. A lot of that attraction comes from not being around each other and from missing each other and from not being able to have immediate access to each other. That's also part of creating that attraction where she's going to then want to spend time with you. She's going to then want to hear from you more throughout the day. Alright guys, so that was it for today's video topic. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe, but also make sure you click that bell. That way you'll get updates on when I release new videos throughout the week. Another video topic today. As always, before you check out the video, make sure you like, comment, and of course subscribe. Alright fellas, so for today's topic,